Hello, everybody. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure I am on my business page. Okay, we're all good. Hey, Ashley and Glenda. Okay. Oh my goodness. I am. Okay, you gotta excuse me. I look like crazy because I'm a little bit tired today. Um, as many of you know, I got back from album retreat yesterday, and so I'm a little bit discombobulated. But so what happened was a couple of my boxes came today, and so I thought I would do like an unboxing of a few of the things that were like delayed for the new idea book. So the February idea book, and just talk a little bit. Oh, that was really weird. It kind of did a flash thing. About some of the products that are now starting to arrive. And if anybody has questions that they want to ask me actually live about Album Retreat, you can ask them. I think that we're all good and I should be able to see them. Okay, so for whoever hasn't seen it, just a sec. I'm just going to move myself up into the corner 1 second here. Because you don't need to see my crazy hair and all that up too close today. Oh, shoot. Okay, I did. Okay. So this is the February idea book from Close to My Heart. And on the front cover is the special for this month that celebrates National Paper Crafting Month. I assembled it in December and I gave it away as a Christmas gift. But I'm planning on posting some of the photographs that I took of it before, and maybe I'll even make one live later as soon as I'm getting a little bit more caught up. But so I thought I would just talk about a few things. So spruced up, beautiful winter themed collection. The workshop that I created is already live on my blog. And if you haven't seen it, I think my camera's too low to do. Well, here, maybe I can. I still have it in page protectors. I don't normally do a walkthrough with the page protectors on, but I'll just show you super quickly because it kind of gives you an idea of what the spruce up looks like. So this workshop is on my blog, and you create 4 double page spreads or 8 12 by 12 scrapbooking pages, and you guys know the drill. The supply list is there and everything, so you can go and take a look at that. Okay, so we're going to keep going. This is the spruced up collection. There's a card making kit, etc. Okay, then there's Celebrate Today, which is like birthday themed and bright and very pretty. I'll tell you that you will see my workshop for this probably this week. It's done and completed and just getting checked right now. So we're good. Okay, so these PML cards, or Picture My Life cards, are so stinking cute. On my to-do list is to make a card workshop with them. I didn't include them in my scrapbooking workshop, so I really want to make cards with them. They're so pretty. Okay, so that. And this is an awesome stamp set. I will just say we got it at Album Retreat and we played a ton with it. The little grid was fun to play with. And then we used the numbers and the tab, and we cut apart the happy birthday. I was super lucky because I hadn't actually ordered that yet. It was one of the few things I hadn't ordered yet, but we got it Album Retreat. Okay, so then there's also a card making workshop, a thing of mix-ins. Okay, but this is not really what I wanted to show you. I just wanted to show you, okay, and then the other thing, I had not ordered this. The Mandala Vibes Stamp and Thin Cuts. We got this at Album Retreat also, which was super awesome. And I will tell you, I absolutely love it. We did lots of fun things, and I kind of like, you know, passed right through it the first time in the idea book. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking so fast. But we, like I said, we played with it a lot this weekend. And once I finish up the last details on my pages, I'll show you some of the pages that we did. But here it is. We used it a lot. But I think I said a lot like 12 times there. But let me see if I have one that's almost finished. For lots of it, it's just like the last details I have to put on them. And I don't have my pictures on them yet. But I will show you this one. Of course, I just finished unpacking all our suitcases because my husband came with me and he went skiing while I was there. And so I just literally got back. I cleaned out our suitcases. I threw our clothes in the laundry room. Apparently my children can eat the whole fridge and pantry while you're gone for 5 days. So I had to go to Costco and the grocery store so that everybody would have stuff again. Okay, this is going to be really hard to see because it is stamped with ballerina. So, and I think one of my pages got crushed in my suitcase. I'm going to have to fix that. But so we stamped it in ballerina as part of our background. Like, how pretty is that? And then, like, here it is. And the little piece fits inside the bigger one. And then this one's popped up. This is all the same stamp set. So super pretty. Okay. I wasn't going to pull out any of my pages, but oh well. Okay, so like I said, I totally really overlooked this the first time in the idea book, but I would totally suggest it. And if you don't want the thin cuts, don't get the thin cuts. The stamp set is super pretty on its own. It kind of just depends on what you think you're going to do with it. Obviously, there's a benefit to having the thin cut because then you can layer up and stuff. But don't just look at it as a card stamp and thin cut, I guess is really what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I didn't want to talk about any of this, but we're going to move right to the back of the book because I've pulled out some of these new props. We're going to talk about these stamp sets go with a new thin cut that we have. So there's coordinating stamp sets for the spinner die, which we'll talk about maybe first. And I know everybody is loving this lady. This is the You're Not Old stamp set and thin cut. Super cute. It's right here. Okay. So now here we go. We're just moving right to the back of the book because this is all the stuff that started coming in and I thought, oh, I should probably come on and talk about it. All My Heart is currently live and I made a workshop with this that is super cute. I love it. It's one of my favorite workshops in a long time. I love the color, like I love pink and red and blue all together. I always like to do a Valentine's Day workshop. Okay, so then while we're on this page, can you tell I'm a little scattered today? There is a promotion, and for the life of me, the name is not going to come to me right now. But it's Valentine. Well, they're hearts. So they're wooden hearts like the album, and there's holes pre-drilled into them. And when you purchase it, you also get the SVG files that fit on the hearts. So to make the fronts, and then there's sayings if you want to add them onto your project. So even though they're hearts, don't necessarily think that they're only for Valentine's Day. You could use this for a shower, like a baby shower, a wedding shower, a birthday party, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, all sorts of things. So I just thought I would show you kind of the size, because before we got to see them live this weekend, and I didn't, it's hard to tell sometimes when you look at something online how big it is. So I thought I would just show you. And they had theirs all done, and they turned out super cute. So you can string it with like the white ribbon or the black ribbon or whatever. So that's that, which was totally another tangent, but oh well. Okay, so we're going to stop here for a few moments. So there is a new thin cut that is a card front spinner. So all the parts are in here. As you could tell, mine is not even opened yet. But it has all the parts to pre-cut a spinner card. And you will start to see lots of examples of this coming. So I thought I would just show you the size of it. That's what it looks like. And then you can buy coordinating stamp sets or use stamp sets that you have already or alter it. Like this is just completely blank. It's ready to go and you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, so that's on that side. Then my happy birthday shaker window has not come, but the scalloped circle thin cut and the stitch brackets I was going to show you. So here is the stitch bracket, and here is the scalloped circle. Just so that you can, because I was surprised when mine came as to sizes. So I just, even though it says sizes underneath the idea book, so I don't know why my lights are so bright today. I was semi-surprised. So that's what the sizes are like for these thin cuts. And so for the bracket, there's 3 on there. And for the scallop circle, there's 1. And they're super pretty made up. And I can't actually see the cards that I've done with them close to me at the moment. I cleaned my office before I left in hopes that I would be a little more organized when I got home. Okay, so this one is the I Choose You, and it's one of the coordinating stamps that go with the spinner card. But like I said, you don't need to use one of the coordinating stamp sets. You can make your own if you prefer, or use one that's already set for you. Okay. This I wanted to show you too. The Celebrate embossing folder. So it is smaller. This is the one from the November-December idea book, which is the snowflakes. This is the Celebrate. So actually, one of the questions we asked when we were at Album Retreat is, will we see all of them come like this now, smaller? And no, it was designed because it would be predominantly a card, even though it's perfect to use for scrapbooking, but it was designed to fit on a card front. So it is the same size as a card front. And I'm pretty sure somebody said, but I was, so see, it fits exactly on your card front. We might see more different sizes of embossing folders for depending on kind of what you might be using them for. So I thought that would be handy to see in real life. Okay, so then this is the next thing. This is the next page, and it's at the back of the idea book, and I think it kind of gets lost in there. There's two new shimmer brushes, Lagoon and Raspberry. Awesome. We use them all weekend long for different things, from just the straight adding them onto cardstock to splatter to all sorts of fun things. They're bright and sparkly, and they kind of just add a little something when you need something. Let me see. Okay, here's a good example. Sorry. My office is not going to be tidy anymore. So you can see we used all the splatter here. And then, for example, on the raspberry, I added the raspberry shimmer brush on top of my letters. Okay. Then there is farther back in the idea book with the Celebrate Today, you'll see there's soft pink shimmer trim, and back here there's julep shimmer trim. I actually used them both in my workshops. I think I used this one in my spruced up one, and I think I used this in my Celebrate Today, but I can't actually see those pages behind me. Brads are back. So this is what comes in the package. That is the size. And these are the new craft jars. So they were, I can't remember if they were not available in the beginning or they were out of stock, but mine came today, so I thought I would show you. So this is the size, and these are the old ones. So you can see they are just slightly smaller, but they're about the same height. So I'll make a mess if I try and move stuff from one to the other. But they're good and sturdy, and that's kind of the size. I thought from the picture that they were going to be tiny, like that big. So I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, so then let's talk about the holographic paper. And I don't know how this is going to work on camera, but there are two different colors. Okay, and I'm going to show you some fun. You're gonna get my overhead lights. So this is the Oasis. No idea why they changed the jars. I bet that they were out of the ones. Let me see if I can move this. I'm assuming they were out of the white ones, like they depleted the inventory, and it was probably just a source thing. And then this is the Dreamy. Okay, so it's going to be super weird. Lights, let me see. So this definitely has a purple tone, and this has more of a green tone. Okay, so I'm going to show you what happens to this paper. When you put something beside it, it takes on, yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, the color of what you have beside it. So let me see. What I can find here that's got enough color that you will be able to see it. I'm just looking for cardstock, basically. Okay, maybe this will show up. So I don't know if you can tell. It kind of, so it picks up the color of whatever you have. Apparently it embosses very well. So maybe we will do that. Let me see here. Can you see how it slightly changes? Probably not. So it is white on the back. So you're not going to want to do, so maybe you can see it now. It picks up more. What you can see is you can see my camera above me, but it kind of, you can see the two differences when you lay them beside each other. No, it's not gonna, and it must be awful to try and photograph too, I'm thinking. But let's see. No, I don't think I'm going to get it to happen on camera very well. But that's kind of the idea behind it, is that this is the Julep Shimmer Trim. So I was trying to just show you that so this is more green and this is more blue pink. So whatever it is beside, like I can see it's more like it picks up the pink better here, but you guys aren't going to be able to see that on camera. Sorry, I thought that might work. Then the only other thing I wanted to show you is I had to give all my markers to my sister because we were out of stock for a while. So I had to order myself a whole new set. My sister needed them for Christmas and I didn't have an extra full set. So I just wanted to talk about the markers for a second. I love them. I will say that. I really, really, really like them. So if you order the bundle, so all the markers all together, there's a savings. And they now come in a box for transportation. And they're not going to be wrapped. I don't know if you guys have seen, when you order individual markers, they come wrapped with a big piece of cardboard attached to them. So I guess now that the bundle is back in stock, they're sending them like this. So it comes in its own box and without all the cardboard. It was like the first set when I got them, the ones I gave to my sister, it was a lot of cardboard. So this is super awesome that they are all like this now for shipping. So that's when you order the full set. And there are 3 shades. So really it's non-thinking. You don't have to think about what color to get to shade with which color, or what would look what you need to highlight. It's all in one marker. So there's 3 different shades. So let's pick a marker here. Oh, there's some sort of directions. How to achieve a smooth blend. Okay, so this is bright pink. So they are shrink wrapped and they're in there good. They are. So there are 3 different tips on each of them. And these are not new for this idea book, but because they'd been out of stock for a long time, I didn't really want to talk about them too much until they were back in stock. So now they are. Oh my goodness. I definitely did not do that right. But you guys will get the idea. So there are 3 fine tips on them. Okay, there we go. So there's a light tip, and then a medium tip, and then the dark. So let's get they do bleed through your cardstock, so you want to always have something underneath your cardstock. So you can see one tip. Oh, this is very bright pink. Oh, I should have picked a darker color, I'm thinking. There is the medium. I'll hold it up when I'm done. And here's the dark. So you can see you have all 3 shades within your grouping there. Maybe let's hold that up against the paper and see. Ooh, well, you can see it better anyway. So, and now you can see me in the paper too. So that's what it kind of looks like. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I thought that I would open it all up, considering I got lots of boxes today. And like I said, if you guys have questions about Album Retreat that you want me to answer, I am happy to do that also. And I hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.